Well, hello everybody. I'm Dr. Robert Buda, the Lifestyle Doctor. Today we're talking about how to reduce your neck pain and strain at work. Weekly Wellness for Office Workers, Episode 6. So there's a couple of great little techniques I'd like to give you today that I think if you do these regularly at work, they will actually help to reduce your neck pain and reduce your neck strain that you get from sitting and working in those long hours at a computer, at a desk, all those times when we sit for too long and we maintain our posture in a bad position for too long. So here's how they work. The first one is a neck range of motion. It's really basic and it's really simple. So this is how it works. Basically, keeping your chin nice and tucked in a little bit, you want to move your head all the way forward, pause right there, then move it all the way back, pause right there, bring it back to the center. That's what we call flexion and extension. Then we have what's called lateral flexion. This is where we move our head to the left, head to the right. Pause at each extremity there. Make sure that you don't turn your head when you do that one. So you don't want to be doing that, you want to be doing that. When you are turning your head, you don't want to be doing any tilting. So turn your head all the way to the left and all the way to the right. So that's the neck range of motion, making sure that you pause at each position. And what I would do would be to set an alarm that goes off regularly so that when I am working on the computer or when I am working at the desk, I'd make sure that I take regular breaks. And when I do take a break, I would do this stretch. That helps to maintain your range of motion in your neck, stops it from stiffening up. Next one you want to be able to do is you want to be able to stretch your neck when it gets stiff and tight. So the best way to do that is with some resistance stretching. So let me show you how that works. Well, the two main muscles that we want to stretch run just down here. They're called your upper trapezius muscles, also combined with something called the levator scapula. So the way that works is grabbing one side of your head, you pull your own head over and you stretch down here. Now what's significant about this is the position of the nose will actually determine which fibers of the muscle that you stretch. So tilting your nose down, like you're trying to sniff your underarms, or tilting it away, will actually stretch different fibers. Now what you can do is you can actually push back against your hand. So if you push back against it, hold for a count of 10, push, 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 then relax, you should be able to stretch it a little bit more. And that's called PNF, or proprioceptive neuromuscular facilitation. No need to remember the long word, but just remember how to do the technique. It helps to stretch the muscle further, basically. Then of course, whatever you do on one side, make sure you do it on the other side as well. Don't ever just stretch one side. So same thing again, pulling over, turning the head down, turn the head up, push back against, relax and stretch more. That will help to increase your range of motion, particularly your lateral flexion and your rotation. Next one, and this one can look quite silly, is rather than being what we call a static stretch, which is what those were, that's where we pull and we hold the stretch in a certain period for a certain position for a certain period of time. What we do is we want to do a dynamic stretch. And a dynamic stretch is where we move the head into a range of motion and we continue that movement. So what I like to do is to move the head into a position that we don't normally move it in. It's basically keeping the eyes level. We want to move the head to the side and shift to the other side. Side to side, side to side. Forward, backwards, forwards, backwards. Trying to keep your shoulders as still as possible. You can get more advanced and do what we call composite movements. So you can do rotation, 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 and that's it. Thanks everyone for listening. I'm Dr. Robert Buda, the Lifestyle Doctor. Have a great day, everyone.